Hello Libra suns, moons, and risings. This is going to be your March 2024 astrology prediction. On March 1st, Libras, we have the Sun in Pisces sextiling Jupiter in Taurus and Venus in Aquarius sextiling North Node in Aries. We start the month on a good note as the Sun is in your 6th house of daily routine and day-to-day work and health, and is making a good aspect to your 8th house of shared resources, transformation, investments, taxes, and insurance. You might feel inspired to implement some routine that is going to help your shared finances on some way, or you might decide to dedicate a few minutes of hours each day to make some changes to your investments. For others of you, you might start a health routine such as working out, exercising, doing some wellness activities that in some way transform you and benefit you, especially psychologically. The Sun rules over your 11th house, so you might start these routines with your friends or small circle. It could also be that you do it with an online group of friends where you kind of hold each other accountable to make sure that you're being consistent. Your job environment could also be transformed in some way. If you have a pet, then you might address a health-related issue that your pet might have to help them heal and get regenerated. On this day, Venus in your 5th house makes a good aspect to North Node in the 7th house. You might get some inspiration to enter a collaboration related to your creative abilities and hobbies that is going to add pleasure, beauty, and a lot of detail to them. For others of you, it could be that you decide to go out and have some fun, with a romantic partner, be a bit flirtatious and playful with them. And Venus here could also make you a bit reckless, especially if you are already in a committed relationship and you want to flirt with a third person, so be aware of that. Venus is your ruler, so somehow the activities you feel drawn to could make you or your partner feel better physically, but it most likely will have an impact on who you are as a person and your identity. On March 3rd, we have Venus in Aquarius squaring Uranus in Taurus. An expense you might be making related to your hobbies and creative endeavors could put some of your shared resources and investments suddenly at risk. So just be a bit aware of that and exercise caution. On the other hand, while dwelling in your creativity, you might discover some innovative way to approach to your investments. For others of you, some psychological issues could have an impact on your hobbies and creativity. At this time, you might also feel inspired to address psychological issues related to your child. And with Venus being your ruler, it could be that the initiator is you. Obviously, this will be applicable to only a few of you, but it could be a possibility. On March 6th, we have Mars in Aquarius sextiling North Node in Aries. On this day, we have Mars in your fellow air sign, making a positive aspect to the North Node in Aries, your opposite sign. You might feel pushed and excited to go out and have fun with a partner, be it a romantic partner or a business one. It could also be that you might come across as quite playful and flirtatious to a business partner. Excellent time to collaborate for your hobbies and creative activities in case you want to do it, because this might be a little faded, not a little, but quite faded actually in nature, with the North Node being here. You might also spend time and engage in activities that are fun and entertaining, that are more of a physical nature, like playing games and sports with a partner or even with your children. You might feel quite driven to pursue partnerships to increase your potential income and finances since Mars rules your 2nd house. On March 8th, we have Mercury in Pisces conjunct Neptune in Pisces. Maybe some confusion on this day related to your health. Maybe you receive some lab results that you have questions about. You might also encounter some type of confusion when it comes to some announcement that is made at your job. On the other hand, you might be able to communicate and come across quite charming to others and joyful, especially at work. If you are in a leadership position or need to lead something around this time, Make sure to communicate clearly, as Neptune rules confusion after all. Mercury also rules your 9th and 12th house, so you might receive some downloads especially related to your health and psychological well-being. A few of you could also get an inspiration to go on an international trip on a faraway land. On March 9, we have Mars in Aquarius, square Uranus in Taurus. We also have Sun in Pisces sextiling Uranus in Taurus on this day. Some sudden expenditure you might make for your hobbies could cause some quarrels with a partner, as it could have a sudden big impact on your shared finances. I would advise to be extra cautious if you are into doing gambling or playing the lottery, or if you're trading in the stock market around this time. Obviously, it's going to depend on your personal chart, but just be aware of that. On the other hand, through the Sun here, from your 6th house of daily routines and consistency, it could really help you out in your investments. So this day most likely won't turn as bad with the Sun giving some support here, but I'll still advise you to be extra cautious. If you have undergone surgery, then you might have a higher chance now to recover and regenerate also. On March 10th, we have Mercury entering Aries, sextiling Pluto in Aquarius, and we also have a new moon in Pisces. Again, big activity going on in your 7th house, Libras, and also your 5th house. A collaboration you might be thinking about or communicating could really empower you in your hobbies and creative endeavors. Some of you could also be thinking and talking to a partner about having a child also. The new moon in Pisces is happening on your 6th house of daily routines and your health. Maybe you're starting new workout routines. Maybe you will want to do your daily steps. And I think whatever you take on when it comes to your health, it will be an approach that requires discipline, steadiness, and consistency with Saturn being here. For others of you, the results you might have received from some maybe health checks could make you make some new adjustments to your daily routine to be able to put more emphasis on your personal health. However, you will receive some blessings through this new beginning, because on the next day, March 11, Venus enters Pisces. And Venus is exalted in Pisces, and Venus is also your ruler. So I believe that Venus here will make sure that all these routines that you implement or start at this time will benefit you in your physical body, in who you are and how you look, and the way how others look at you. Your ruler is in some way giving its approval to this area of your life. I believe this is a very fortunate new beginning, honestly. You might also have new beginnings at work that are going to bring the attention to you and make you look charming and easy to approach and talk to. You might also develop some good immune system, but also you might be able to somehow accumulate even financial rewards and money. On March 17, we have Sun in Pisces conjunct Neptune. On this day, we have this activity going on in your 6th house. You might experience some confusion and unclarity at work. On the other hand, it could be that you feel a bit confused about a health routine. I do see a lot of focus on your 6th house. This is also the house of a day-to-day life and any kind of routine that you have in place. With Neptune being here, it might bring some questions about it or some kind of confusion, and you will want to get some more clarity related to it. On the other hand, Neptune is the higher octave of Venus, so you might just come across charming and sensual and attractive in your work environment, or just feel very, happy, blissful, and joyous when you are around other people on this day. On March 19, we have Mercury conjunct North Node in Aries. A big focus on your partnerships, of course, especially with the North Node in your 7th house. There could be some karmic and fated communication. This transit will most likely boost your mental capacity and give you more easiness in using your intellect related to contracts and collaborations with a partner, be it romantic or not. Your mind could feel quite flexible and adaptable, and you might be able to think quickly. Mercury rules your 9th and 12th house, therefore you might be discussing some inspiration and push that you might be feeling to go maybe on an international trip or to start some type of a higher education, such as a degree or something of a spiritual nature. You or your partner could also confess and communicate some internal blockages that you or them might have had that might create some synergy between both of you, therefore connecting you more and developing a stronger bond together. Some of you might even be discussing moving to a foreign land, but that probably applies to only a few of you. On March 20, we have the Sun entering Aries, sextiling Pluto in Aquarius, and we also have the spring equinox. Some type of collaboration and cooperation with a partner could empower you in some way when it comes to your hobbies and creative endeavors. Your attention is on your collaboration, though. The Sun rules your 11th house, so you might be thinking about this collaboration with someone online or with someone that comes from your network of people. You might also get some type of empowerment when it comes to your finances due to a partnership that you may be doing with someone related to your hobbies and creative endeavors. On March 21, we have Venus conjunct Saturn in Pisces. Venus is your ruler, so you may feel drawn to take more steady and well-thought steps when it comes to your health and daily routines. You might also come off colder and more mature to your co-workers. Venus may also help you out with removing blockages and even clearing karmas when it comes to your health. Or it could be the other way around, where Saturn here is trying to teach you something about your health and your day-to-day life. On March 22nd, we have Mars entering Pisces. You may feel quite impulsive and pushed to make changes to your routines and health habits. Be careful not to make unthought decisions when it comes to this area of your life, especially with Venus being here, as it might directly impact you personally. For others of you, you may also be actively searching for a new job, or at least to change the duties that you may have at your current job. This transit brings a burst of energy and motivation and increased awareness, all related to your personal health, your day-to-day routine, and to your work, to your day-to-day job. On March 24, we have Venus in Pisces, sextiling Jupiter in Taurus. On this day, we have that high focus on your 6th house matters of health, day-to-day work, and daily routines. Something that you might implement on this day could bring some financial rewards, especially in the department of shared resources. Some of you could also have some type of raise at your job. Others of you maybe receive some positive results on your investments that are implementing. You could also receive some type of raise at your job. Others of you may receive positive results on your investments after implementing consistency and discipline on your day-to-day life. You may also feel some psychological relief and improvement in the way how you think. And lastly, you may experience some easiness and positive regeneration when it comes to some health-related issues you may have experienced. You might also feel inspired at this time to beautify your work environment so that you can feel mentally more relaxed and empowered. On March 25, we have the lunar eclipse in Libra. Woohoo! You're the stars! The lunar eclipse is happening again in your 1st house, and it's also triggering your 7th house of partnerships, contracts, and collaborations. This will be at 5 degrees and 7 minutes in Libra, so if you have any natal planets besides your sun rising on moon, between 0 to 10 degrees of Libra, then you will feel it the most, but generally all Libras are going to feel it. This will be a time where you might question a lot of partnerships that you have. You might also seek equilibrium and balance, especially for yourself. Be careful during this time with your physical body. Make sure you have taken proper nutrition. You have taken enough supplements and vitamins to have a strong immune system. An eclipse is like a full moon and steroids, so really the outcome of it could be like quite shocking and surprising. For some of you, you might also get a partner removed from some type of collaboration, or it could be that you may be removed from it. Either way, just know that this is fated, this is an eclipse, and it's supposed to happen like that for your own benefit. Lastly, this eclipse may challenge your partnerships, as I said, but with only the strong ones remaining in place after the eclipse is done. This eclipse could also expose some strengths and weaknesses that you or your partner may have, and you may see each other more clearly now and understand each other more, in your partnerships. On March 28, we have Venus in Pisces sextiling Uranus in Taurus. So your daily routines may continue to contribute into making sudden profits when it comes to investments and dealing with other people's money. Maybe a sudden opportunity related to health insurance. I forgot to mention that earlier. It could also land in your lap though. You may also receive a tax return that is the result of being disciplined with keeping your records, how much money you've made, how much you've spent, and so on. You might also suddenly remove some mental blockages that you may have been experiencing that will benefit you at the personal level and also in your physical body. You may also receive some financial reward if you have some hobby that's associated with health routines and with working out. Obviously, this is going to depend on your personal chart, but it could also be a possibility. Okay, Libras, this is what I have for you for March 2024. I know it's such a jam-packed month, but I really, really wish you the best. I hope you get so many blessings, and I hope this eclipse is going to be light on you. If you liked and resonated with this video, please give it a like and remember to subscribe. Thank you so much for watching/listening. I will see you on the next video.